Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's just going to be a short little video on how to paint your brake calipers and add a little bit of style to your car, a little customization, and then also prevent them from rusting, corrosion, typically something that happens when you just leave them in the factory without any finish on them. So for those of you who have calipers that came unpainted, or if you just want to change the color on them, this video is for you. As you can probably see, this caliper has already been painted prior. Unfortunately, time and sun damage have taken their toll. So we're just going to do a little bit of a refresh on this here. So first I'm going to clean up the surface real nice. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not like you're trying to paint the exterior of the car, but it should be good. You do want the stuff to adhere. Anyways, one of the things I keep seeing people do wrong, for whatever reason, is paint everything. Don't do that. Do not paint everything. Do not paint the rotor. Tuck it into this edge up here real nice. Tuck it back around there. And another thing that helps if you're in the wind, break a paper towel through the lug nut hole there. Oh, sorry, the wheel stud. There you go. And look at that, now you don't have to spray the rotor. Now, if you really wanted to do it the exact proper way, you would unbolt that bolt there, flip the caliper up, take the brake pads out, and put paper towel back there or something to mask it back there. I'm not going to do that because, well, this is a short video, and I just don't have the time for that right now. Another day. Got me a nice little wire brush here from Harbor Freight, a couple of bucks. Kind of scrape this up a little bit, get the junk off of it. Brake powder is difficult to get rid of. And a nice lightly scuffed surface will help the paint adhere better. The scratches create a little bit more surface area. Allow the paint to stick better. As with painting, the more prep work you put in, the more time you put into the prep, the better your results. I'm not saying spend 3 days doing this, but clean it up decently. Get as much of any kind of oils or the anti-seize that's got on there over years, especially that brake powder. I just use a glass cleaner. Does a decent enough job. I'm sure you could probably get something stronger. Probably brake parts cleaner, but that stuff stinks really bad. Definitely not for a beginner. Anyways, you're gonna want to make sure that you tuck whatever you're using to mask it off. In my case, paper towels. Tuck it around the rotor nicely. Make sure you cover that real good. And then get your chosen paint color. You're gonna spray it. Shake it up real good. While you're shaking it, whatever you use to clean it should dry up. These spray paint cans sit on the shelf for a long time. If you want the best results, a couple minutes of good shaking is the way to get it. Take the can. You're going to want to first do like a couple of nice light coats. And then it'll also help you see if there's any moisture somewhere that you might want to clean up before you try to do a wet coat and end up with bubbles and other shenanigans in there. I like to pick a bright color for stuff that I do when it comes to calipers because they're hidden behind wheels. And if you use a darker color, no one will ever see it. And, well, why'd you do it? See, I got a bit of a blem there. Oh, no, that's part of the casting. Anyways. Obviously, you can do this better if you really want to take your time and take sandpaper and sand the surfaces to the metal. But if you're just looking to have a little bit of something a little flashier and add a little customization to it and a little style, works out pretty good for me. I'll let this sit for a little bit, see if it does exactly what I didn't want it to do. Alright, if you end up with undesirable spots that you don't like, I always have a couple of paper towels handy, and take it and I'll just swipe it off. Swipe off the section that's doing that weird bubbling stuff, because I probably sprayed the coat a little too thick. Wait a little bit. I'm going to spray the can a little bit further away so it mists better and doesn't necessarily create that weird bubbling. It's trying to do that anyways. And again, I'm getting impatient, so what do you expect? Patience is a virtue. The lighter the coat, and take your time and mist it on there, assuming you don't get wind like I'm getting right now. Typically, the better your results will be. And even just that few seconds of pause time that I did just then, and it looks significantly better. Again, not perfect, but I'll redo that section. I'm not going to be so picky. Not that ridiculous. It's just going to get chewed up by brake powder anyways. Seeing where I made a little bit of a mistake there, but that's okay. It's not serious. It's still fixable. And there we go. Now delicately and carefully pull the paper towel away from the thing, and voila. I know the rotor looks not so great. They're gonna get replaced soon anyhow. But yeah, wonderfully painted, restored or refreshed color on these calipers. That's all for now.